Welcome to the WNBA Picks and Plays edition. My name is Abby. For Wednesday, May the 21st, we have 3 WNBA games. Again, the odds are courtesy of oddslogic.com. Latest line moves, totals, injury report, oddslogic.com. Again, we're going to go over all 3 games. I have a climb play for one of the games. If you want that climb play, go to sportsmemo.com, Abby Sports Picks, and I'll have the climb play available. It may or may not be available by the time you see the video because I have a 4-team package, so some of the games may have started already. The baseball games I have during the day, so just check and see if it's there. Or we have a 7-day pass or a 3-day pass you can take advantage of. We'll discuss that afterwards. So we'll get to the first game. Dallas at Minnesota. This one here opened up -11, Minnesota. Total is 168. And it's going to go down. It's from 168. It's gone all the way down to 167. It's at 167 now. Some books do have 166, but the majority right now are at 167. So we're going to look at this game further. Now, the public's all over Minnesota, and they're on the under in this game. Minnesota and the under. Yeah, the line's kind of like all over the place. So let's look at this game further. We'll check the injury report first. I know Kayla McBride has been out of the lineup. She's out for personal reasons. I'm not sure if she's back. We'll check now. Yeah, Kayla McBride is still out of the lineup, but Minnesota's still playing well. Even if she's out of the lineup, Minnesota's still playing good. They're still playing good basketball. Yeah, they're still playing well. This is their second game. Sorry, this is their third game. This is their third game now, and this is their home opener. This is Minnesota's home opener against Dallas. They did play Dallas a week ago or so, as you can recall, and they pretty much handled Dallas. They took them apart. We actually had that game. We had Minnesota in that one. So we did cash at Minnesota last week at 4.5 in Dallas, so they covered easily. So we did cash with that one. This time it'll be a recommended play. So the recommended play for this game, I'm gonna give you guys. I'm gonna look at a first half. Maybe that's probably the best angle in this game. Because remember, Minnesota's at home. This is a home opener. So I would look. I'll give you guys a first half play. Let me see what the line is first. That's probably the best angle. That's the best way to handle this. Actually, the first half play is not good. I take that back. It's not good. I was going to give you a first half. I don't like it. They're 5-5 to the over head-to-head. That's gone to 166, like I mentioned. It's 167 now. Oh, man. Honestly, I think the only way to look at this is an over. That's the only way I can look at this game. I have to look at the over in this game. Over 166.5. I don't see anything changing from last week. I think this goes over again. I look at an over, and I would also look. I would look at Dallas. Dallas plus 11.5. I take a look at Dallas. Dallas is a desperate team right now. Dallas is basically, I believe they're 0-2. Yeah, they're 0-2. They haven't won a game. So this is going to be a scrappy, desperate Dallas team. We know Dallas doesn't play any sort of defense whatsoever, but I would still take the points. When they lost, I think they lost by 15 the last game. When they played these guys, they lost by 15. They lost by 15. So I still like Dallas here. I would take Dallas to cover the points. Remember, this is a desperate Dallas team. They're 0-2. They're going to be clawing and fighting hard. And after Minnesota beat Dallas last week, I'm not sure if you're going to put any. I know they're going to win. They'll win tonight at home. But when you beat a team up that badly last week, and then you got to play them again for the second time in 2 weeks, I find teams like that, they get a little bit, they get complacent. There's a bit of complacency with those kind of teams. They get a little bit complacent. And that's they get complacent, and they just go through the motions. They're not really focused, focused. So that's the reason. That's one of the reasons why I like Dallas here, to at least stay within 11 points. At least stay within 11, because remember, they're looking for their first win, Dallas, and they're a desperate team. So I'd take Dallas in the points. I think that's the best course of action. Dallas in the points, at least to keep this close, keep it within the 11 points. I would take Dallas here as the play number one. Yeah, I would take them as play at play number one. I would take that. That's probably the way to go. And I wouldn't talk you off of a first half. I look at the first half. It's 6.5. So I would take Dallas plus 6.5 or the full game at 11.5. Either one. I take either one. And I would look at the over. Those are my 3 recommendations for this game. That's what I would recommend. The second game we're going to look at here, game number 2, Washington at Golden State. This is the Valkyries. This is the expansion team. So this one here opened up 5.5. Yeah, open up 5.5. Total 161. Now it's come down to 5. And we're seeing a bit of 4.5 coming up down here as well. So it's dropping. The line's starting to drop. So let's look at this one further. So it's opened up 161. And now the total's gone to 163. And the line's dropped to 5, now 4.5. So Washington getting all the money. Open up 6, 5.5, 6, 5, 6. 5.5, 5. Yeah, so I would take a look at that angle. So basically, Washington, you got Washington here, and the no total. The Washington for the side, the total, no action on the total. So the total's been pretty quiet. Nothing there. Yeah, it's been quiet. This is the Valkyries' second game. Let's see. Let me look at this for a minute. I'm looking at some first halves. Give you guys a first half angle for this game. First half. Let me see. Let me get a good first half play. Yeah. This one's tricky. I would look at the. I would take, because Golden State's games, they're not gonna. The game's not gonna get any easier. Remember, Golden State, after this game, they gotta play. They're on a 3-game road trip, so the games get tougher. So, in saying all that, I would take Golden State plus the points. I look at Golden State plus 5.5. It's down to 5. I'd still take Golden State at 5. But shop around for the best number. But take Golden State 5.5, 5. Try and get up to 5 if you can, because the number is dropping a little bit. I saw a little bit of 4.5 at some books. Not all books, but shop around and take Golden State. Like I said, plus 5.5. It's come down to 5. Take them at 5 too. I still take Golden State. Like I said, this is their best chance for them to cover the number and to win a game. Because remember, the next 3 games they got to play LA, the rematch, and they got to go to New York. So gonna be some tough games for Golden State. So that's why I say I take the Valkyries here, and I would lean towards I lean towards the under. I take the under in this game. I know Washington in their first game they put up a lot of points. I know they've gone over twice, but I'm going to take the under here. The reason why is Golden State's that coach is from the Becky Hammond school. She's from the school of Becky Hammond in Las Vegas. The Golden State coach. She's from that school, and they teach you defense. She specializes in defense. So I believe Golden State they're going to play hard on defense. They're going to be scrappy and play hard on defense to keep this game under the total. I mean, they were scrappy on defense against the LA Sparks. Against the LA Sparks, they were scrappy on defense. I know they gave up 84 points, but still, it stayed under the 163. So I'm comparing the Sparks in Washington. I'm comparing that to the LA team, and I'm comparing that to Washington. I think the same thing happens here. I think it stays under the 163. I think it stays right under the total. Just bear with me for 1 second, guys. Hold on. Sorry about this. Hold on. 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, I would take the under. I look at the under 163. Yeah, you got to look at the under here. The under has to be the play. Like I said, Golden State's a scrappy. Their coach is very defensive minded, defensive oriented coach who gets their players to fight and claw and scrap for loose balls and everything else. So, and I know, and Golden State's scoring is limited as well. They're limited on the scoring. They have a little offensive spurts here and there. That's another reason why I like the under for those 2 reasons. So I like the under here. I like the 163 under. I'm going to take the under in this game. Under 163 for me. That's my plan on this game, and I take Golden State plus 5. They're in a desperate situation where they got to try and get a win here. So I'm going to take that. I'm on that for a recommended play. Third and final game we're going to look at. LA at Washington. This one opened up 2.5. Phoenix 2.5. Sorry, LA and Phoenix. Excuse me, LA and Phoenix. Phoenix opened up 2.5 at home. Total 163. It's come down all the way down to 160. That's a big move. I have a client play for this game as well. We're gonna get to the. I have a client play for this game, and I have a free play for this game. I'll give you a free play here as well. So we'll check the line move in this game and the where the public and sharps are. So the public's all over Phoenix, and they are on the under. And that's where I'm going to go in this game. But before we get there, let me check the injury report first, just to make sure. Okay, so the injury reports like this. As we know, Cameron Brink and Ray Burrell are out. Brink with a knee, Burrell with a leg injury. On the Phoenix side, Kalia Copper's still out. She has knee issues, not sure when she's going to be back. Mac out, back issues. No timetable for their return. So for me in this game, I'm gonna look at the free play in this game is gonna be free play in this game is the under. 3 of the last 4 games between these two teams have gone under the total. That's this is last season. So it's been basically 1 and 3 to the under last season between these two teams. Now with Satu Sabli and Alyssa Thomas for Phoenix that have been added to the team, and with Kelsey Plum added to the LA Sparks, I see the trend of the under continuing because both teams go after it defensively, especially Phoenix. They play very well defensively. They went after it in the first game against Seattle defensively, and I expect them to do the same thing against LA. Similar style of play. Even with Alyssa Thomas, Satu Sabli, I believe defensively they go after it with the bigs. LA, again, they add Kelsey Plum is still trying to find themselves, is still trying to mesh together and get that continuity going. And I believe defensively, I can see LA struggling offensively with Phoenix's defense. That can hold them in check and keep this game under. So I don't see LA putting up enough points to have this thing go over. Likewise, Phoenix, they'll put up their points. Phoenix will get their points. LA not enough to have this go over the total, in my opinion. So I like the under here. I think that trend continues, like I said. 3 out of the 4 games that are going to have gone under. I think it continues here again, another under for me. I like the 160 and a half. There's a reason why the total's dropped. It's dropped drastically from 162 down to 160. That's actually from 163 and a half to 160. That's a significant drop. So I definitely like the under here, 160 and a half. Take the under. All right, so that's it. Those are all the three games we've covered for the WNBA. Covered all 3 games. Again, for more plays, if you guys are looking for more plays, you got to go to Abby Sports Picks and go to the description below. Go to sportsmemo.com, Abby Sports Picks. I have my client plays available. By the time you see this video, you may not get the client plays because some of the games have already started. I have 2 MLB games, Major League Baseball games that are client plays. 1 in the WNBA, 1 in the NBA. However, you can still hop on board, take advantage of my 3-day pass, 7-day pass. You have them available at sportsmemo.com. You get daily picks and plays, client plays, NBA, MLB, the WNBA. I cover all 3 sports. I'm number 1 overall in all sports that I mentioned to you in the last 3 days and the last 30 days. I'm number 1 overall. We went 3-0 in the WNBA so far in 3 days. MLB number 1, Major League Baseball number 1 the last 3 days, 7 days, and 30 days, all across the board. So we got you covered. You can take a look at myself, other cappers that are there. You can take advantage of the 3-day, 7-day pass with any capper like myself or any other capper. All right, so it's in the description below. Take advantage of those. Take advantage of those plays. Again, whether you fit or follow these picks that I've given you today, it's up to you. Again, I still hope you guys have a big night in the WNBA or any other sports you're betting. Good luck to you guys. We'll see you tomorrow for more WNBA action. Until then, stay true to yourself, stay blessed, stay humble, believe in yourself. Good luck. Peace. I'm out.